Good morning everybody and welcome to the GSM's Pride. So a little thing happened last week that I really wanted to talk about because I think it's a really good subject that we need to have a conversation about, and also maybe a little bit of coaching's required. But what I want to talk about this week is burning bridges and stepping over people for your own success. So I had a little bit of a situation go on at the store. I'm not going to get too much into detail, but I really want to talk about, and really mainly with me, what you shouldn't do. You know, it's a kind of a tough one to talk about, but let's have a chat about it. Let's see what we can come up with, and I'll see you all in a bit. So I thought today we'd just have a little bit of a chat. Like I mentioned in the intro that you know, we've had a little bit of a situation over at the dealership in the last couple of weeks about just people leaving on the wrong terms, and when it's really not warranted in any way, shape or form. So, you know, one thing I'm going to ask you is, do you burn bridges when you leave a dealership, or any job for that matter? Is that something that you practice? Is it something that you feel like is a good idea? And even if you don't, you know, let's just touch on another thing before we talk about the burning the bridge part. Is it wise to step on people and try and say bad things about people, or try and make out that you're better than that person to get a promotion? In my opinion, the answer to that is absolutely not. You know, the way you should do it, in my opinion, the way you should try and get a promotion in any way, shape or form would be pretty simple. Is work harder than everybody else. You know, a lot of people have always asked me in my past is, you know, how do I decide who I'm promoting? I always try to hire people that are going to make me look better, and then also, you know, I've found this out, to hire your replacement. And what I mean by hire your replacement is pretty simple. Hire somebody that you feel can complement your skills and also do what you do on a daily basis. And the reason why I want to do that is because then when it comes down to getting promotions, it's easy for that to do. But that being said, you better make sure that whoever that person is working just as hard as you and anyone else. You don't need to talk bad about somebody or say that you're doing better or point it out. You know, most of the things that I found is the best way to do it is when people see it without you having to be told. You know, there are times, don't get me wrong, when I think that you know, acknowledgement of what you're doing is important, but I also don't think that you need to ask for recognition all the time. And now I'm not disputing that recognition is required at times. I personally like being recognized for the hard work that I do, but you don't need to try and step on someone else to get to that point. So that being said, I don't want to keep talking about stepping on people. Little bit of advice: don't burn bridges when you leave, especially in the car industry. And here's why. One thing I found in the car industry more than most is you never know. You just never know. Especially on the variable side, on the sales side, you just never know if you're going to need to go back to that store. You're never going to know if you need to some help from somebody at that location or whatever. Burning bridges is not a good idea in any way, shape or form. You should always try and leave on a really good note so you can keep that relationship. You know, one thing I've always taught everybody who's watched this vlog is pretty simple. We're not in the car business, we're in the people business, and that comes from my owner, well, one of the owner's father, actually, Lou Hughes Jr. He's always said that he's not in the car business, in the people business. Excuse me. This business is all about relationships, and that doesn't just mean with customers and what you're doing with the customers. It means the people you work with, the people that you know in this industry, the amount of people that you may need in the future is really unprecedented, especially in this specific industry. So let me ask you a question. Put in the comments down below. Are you somebody who burns bridges on a regular basis when you leave somewhere, or do you try and leave on the best terms and keep those relationships going? So, like I said, I just wanted to get that opinion across. I'm actually going to ask Brian Knowles down in the service department what his opinion of that is. So check that out, and I'll see you all in a bit.
Tell me about a time you've burned a bridge, either personal or professional.
Hold on, I don't even know if I've burned bridges. I try not to burn bridges. Burned a bridge.
Let me think. I try not to burn bridges.
To be honest with you, in my past, I would say that, but I'm not that person anymore, so to be honest with you.
A lot of it's not even appropriate.
I think professionally, I burnt a bridge when I was young and I worked at a mobile gas station and I was like one of their cleanup guys, and one of the owners was spouting some racist stuff. And I just walked out and he tried calling me over and over again, and that was it. I was like, I don't want to work for someone who talk like that.
Honestly, dude, I don't even know who the hell I would have burned a bridge with, or a company or anything. Who did I burn?
At a restaurant, we won't say the name of it, that I used to work at. After I started selling cars, actually, I was working weekends there, but had a manager that just wanted to really personally attack pretty much everybody. And after having the new job, I decided don't really need to put up with that anymore. So I did just walk out, counted down my drawer to her and just, left it, and she had to finish up my shift. So we're on good terms now, 5 years later.
I don't like burning bridges. You never know what you need.
I called John Stahl an old man.
Good enough, I'll take it.
Gotta have something, man.
Oh my God, I don't even know.
Never walked out of a job before?
No, honestly, I never have.
Okay, I got one. Are we live?
Yeah.
We've been live this whole
Yeah,
time.
the whole time.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I no longer like Grant.
Brian, give me your opinion of why it is a bad idea to try and step on people to progress your own career.
To try to step on people, that's never going to pay off. The auto industry, especially at least in St. Louis, you'd have to move out of state, but it's a very small, tight-knit market, and it's amazing on, you either end up someplace where you know somebody or they know somebody that you know, and word gets around really fast. It travels, especially with some of the reps that come in and out, and especially in our own network, because we have a pretty tight-knit network with management. So you tend to hear about what's going on at other stores in and out of the network.
What about when you're actually working in the store, and let's say trying to progress your career within the store? Is it a good idea to try and boast about what you're doing and then downplay what everyone else is doing to get your progression?
I don't think that's good, but that's my own demeanor. I don't like people to brag. I'm very much like, and I think you know this, just let what you've done prove and pave your way. If that's not good enough to stand on its own, then maybe you need to do a better job.
Okay, next question. Excuse me. What about burning bridges when you leave a dealership, or any job for that matter?
There again, tight network. You may not know someone that's there, but a lot of times they'll know someone that knows you, and word gets around. And just in any field, it's just not a good thing to do. You never know when your paths are going to cross again, or when you may need that person or need help or whatever. So it's not recommended for any reason.
Well, that's it for this week. Again, I just wanted to say, don't burn bridges and do not step on people to try and improve your career. It's not a good look and it doesn't work out for anybody. So, as always, I'm going to stick up another video link here. Check that out. I much appreciate you clicking through those. It really does help me. On this side, I'm going to put a post for my subscription for the page, which we are increasing, which I really appreciate also. Top corner there. Look for Ford subscription, check that out. We've got a lot of content on there and a lot of good things going on. As always, hit that post notification button, hit that like button, comment, share, do what you got to do, and I'll see you all next week.